Once you have finished making your block, doing all the drawings in Inventor, taking care of all the Inventor parts as well as making your IDWs, next thing you're going to go ahead and do with your built puzzle is you're going to have 10 other people go ahead and try building your puzzle and time how long it takes them to go ahead and build the puzzle. Once you go ahead and do that, make sure to time it every time because you're going to want to go ahead and record that in your engineer's notebook. So I'm going to go ahead and make up some numbers here for this sample so you guys will know what to do when you get to this next week. So the first thing I've got to do is, of course, I've got my page number up there in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and label this as Activity 4.1. And I'm going to go ahead and put a date up here. So the day that I'm videoing this is 11/8/12. Then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to do something like puzzle times. And I'm going to go ahead and write down all my puzzle times. So I'm going to go ahead and come up with some names here. Let's say we have John, Bob, whoever you actually have do your puzzle. Fred, and so on. Let's see. I'll go ahead and come up with a list down the road, but there's 10 names that you'd come up with because those are the people that are going to do it. Might be another adult, might be a teacher, might be a student, might be yourself. And then you're going to go ahead and come up with your times over here. So let's say 5 minutes, 43 seconds. And 6:16. 4:22. Have a slow person, took them 8 minutes and 14 seconds. Have a really fast person, took them 3 minutes and 20 seconds. 4:18. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's put one more in there. Then what you have to go ahead and do, of course, you're going to label all the way down yours, whereas I did not. I'm just doing this for a quick sample for you. And then you're also going to want to go ahead and have names the whole way down. Now, what I would recommend doing next is probably to go ahead and convert them all into either minutes or seconds. I'm going to zoom in on this some so you can see what I'm doing. So hopefully you can go ahead and see that I've written out minutes and seconds for each person that went ahead and did my puzzle. Now I'm going to go ahead and convert mine. Doesn't matter which way I go, but for most people it's probably going to be quicker and easier to go to seconds. That way you don't have decimal numbers. Some people struggle with that. So in every minute there's 60 seconds. I can go ahead and do that real quick. I can do it on the calculator or I can go ahead and do it in my head. So there's 343 seconds. Now once again, remember you're going to want to label everything. 6 minutes times 60 seconds is 360 plus 16 is 376. 4 times 60 is 240, 262. 8 times 60 should be 480, plus 14 is 494. Now, of course, I'll probably make a mistake doing mental math on one of these, but you guys will still understand the concept. 180, that's 200 seconds even. 4 times 60 is going to be 240, 258, 330, 360, 378, 481, let me double check that one. 8 times 60. Yep, 480. Okay. So 7 times 60 is going to go ahead and be 420. 420 plus 14 is 434. Now, once again, you're going to label all those as seconds. Now what we have to go ahead and do, once we've found all of these times that it took different people to go ahead and do our puzzle, is you have to go ahead and find the mean, median, mode, and range. So I'm going to go ahead and jump through that real quick. Mean is real simple. You're going to, of course, show your work, at least some of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all these up real quick. 343 plus 376 plus 262 plus 494 plus 200 plus 258 plus 330 plus 378 plus 481 plus 434. So now that I've got those all added up, that gave me a total of 3,556. Mean, once again, is going to go ahead and be my total, which is my 3,556 seconds, divided by the number of people, and we had 10 people, is going to equal, that should have been a mental math one for me, 355.6 seconds. Now I could easily convert that back to minutes. I can either go ahead and use the way we learned in class, or I could do my own technique. But if we were going to do a quick technique, we know that it's about, let's see, 360 seconds would be 6 minutes, so the average is just under 6 minutes to go ahead and complete my puzzle. That's how you find X bar, or your mean. Mode, there's no specific mode here, as no one had the same times. So if I were to list modes, I'd actually have to list all of them. Median, I can go ahead and list out by ordering these. So if I did that over here, my lowest is 200, 258, 262. Let's see, after 262, 330. 343 up there, and then 376, 378, and I could keep listing. However, since I know that I'm looking for my median and I have 10 numbers, that means I'm going to cross off the first 4, the last 4, and average the middle 2. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the 2 that I'm going to be looking to average, 343 and 376. So I can go ahead and find that my median equals 343 plus 376 divided by 2, because we have to find the average of those. So if I punch that in the calculator, 343 plus 376 is 719 divided by 2 equals 359.5. seconds once again. And I could also convert that into minutes. As you can see, it's going to be a half second shy of 6 minutes. So it's a good thing that these are coming close to each other. This is what you're going to go ahead and do first. Once you go ahead and have this data, you're going to find your mean, median, and mode. If there is any particular mode, if they're all different, I'd be alright with you leaving that off. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to calculate your standard deviation again, because we want to go ahead and find our standard deviation. That's going to be the last thing we do with this in the engineer's notebook. Then we'll move on to the next activity when I come back.